All right, we're coming a few hundred meters down the beach, and it's Pitsu down here. Pitsu is crazy. I just have to give you a look at what's going on down here. People absolutely everywhere. Food stalls. There's tuk-tuks everywhere. So yeah, it's all happening. Hello, Ashan. Hey, walking. I'm walking. So actually, looks like there's dinner here too. Yeah, as I said, it's good old tuk-tuk here, tuk-tuk there, there tuk, everywhere tuk-tuk. Hey, that actually rhymes. That's good. No, get serious, but look at this place. It's just like, it's quite a lot of fun actually. People aren't doing really anything. It's just loitering, hanging around, watching the sunset. I think that's what it's all about. I think it's about the sunset. It's a fiery sun. Got a lot of bit of pollution in the air. There's a lot of sea mist, being an island and that. So it's quite Pitsu, but without people going actually crazy. Some things over here, structures over here, which I don't actually know. It's like a little beach shack. And of course, yep, the big hotel going up. This is what amazes me about Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, it's full of development. It's full of building. It's really happening. Their economy seems like it's actually going nuts. But the government's running out of money. Or it's run out of money. There's fuel shortages. There's gasoline, as in gas. There's a diesel shortage. There's I even read the other day, there's a paper shortage, and the kids couldn't sit their exams because they couldn't get printed paper. Now this is crazy for a place that's so beautiful. There's so much going on, and there's a lot of investment going on. I mean, money's pouring into the country, or maybe the country's just building a lot of stuff, but it's building roadways, railways, canals. I think it's the tourists are starting to come back, and they need more of that happening. So, but I don't know, I'm not going to analyse it too much, but I just to observe what's going on. It's quite bizarre, but it is a place to come because it is really cheap for Westerners to come. So, but look, it's a happy, fun place. I've never been ripped off here, and the people are just so wonderful. I just cannot emphasise that enough. They're absolutely wonderful, and they're just having a lot of fun. Just doing star jumping, which we just missed, but oh, gee, so good, so good. Just thought we'd help some locals pulling a fishing net. Hang on, with ready? Okay. Hang on. Wait till the. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. It's good to get involved. Okay. We're not going very far here, but we're gonna wait for. Yeah, one. Wait. Good to get involved. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yes. Thank you, supporting. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hang on. More? That's good. Yeah. Yeah, bit of a problem here. Wow, look at this stuff. Plastics, nets. Wow. Food. No, this is crazy. Like, this is the sort of thing you just don't want in the ocean. Turtles, fish, crocodiles. No, no. No. Hang on, they're still going. They're still going. Yeah, look, it's still pollution, but it's just good to help them get it out. They're having a good time. Yeah, we're going to go and help again. Woo! Hyundai! Negombo! Negombo! Ready? Oh! Oh! Oh!
Very fun, very fun.
Ah!
Okay, okay.
I'm on the ground, as you can see. But look, you know, it's all good. It's all good to do this sort of stuff. It's all good to get this stuff out of the ocean because it does a lot of damage.
Yeah, natural clean.
Yeah, cleaning. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay. Well, it's another good morning from Negombo Beach, and I've just made my way through all the cellars on the beach, and I just wanted to come down, and I'm actually going to jump off this hot sand. Woohoo! Oh, hope I got that. Because yeah, it's too hot, the sand, obviously, and nice and cool down here where it's wet sand. But look, as I said, I'm coming out of the beach for a reason, because last night we pulled out some large fishing net, plastic. It was just a ball of stuff. So I just want to go up and do a deep dive into what we actually pulled out. I am hoping that still on the bank. This thing was like there was four of us pulling this thing. It was heavy as. Oh, wow. So hopefully we'll find it and dig through it, see what it's all about. Right, as we continue our way up to this ball of crap that we pulled out of the ocean, I just wanted to mention that I'm really glad the locals were acknowledging that there is a bit of a problem here, and we have fishing nets. I mean, it's a huge problem in Australia. Maybe not fishing nets as such, but shark nets. Shark nets catch a lot of the wildlife. They're supposed to repel or stop sharks from coming into swimming areas, but they do have a really big toll on the local fisheries and ocean creatures. So we get turtles, stingrays, we get even big whales, get caught up in these nets. So so I'm really keen to promote getting, if you see some rubbish, just pull it, in the ocean, just pull it on shore, and hopefully it'll get picked up by the locals. But yeah, I say fishing nets are a real big problem worldwide. So I'm really happy I got involved last night to rip this thing out. And guess what? I think it's here. I think it's here. Yeah, that's good. I just hoped it wasn't sort of drawn back into the ocean where it will cause all sorts of problems again. But here it is. Yeah, look at this thing. It is, first of all, it's there's my thongs, give you an idea of what this thing is. All right, time for a deep dive into some beach rubbish. Or it was ocean rubbish, but now it's beach rubbish. Let's have a look. So before deep diving into this thing, I just wanted to mention it's I feel like a bit of an environmental warrior here. I don't mean to be doing this, however I just can't help notice that there's an issue here with things. I'm not going to be negative about this country because the Western countries had this problem years ago too. I just don't like seeing this sort of happen to beautiful countries like Sri Lanka. However, I've got to show everyone what's going on, and this is a bit of a dark side that we have, and I'm hoping that we can actually clean up the environment a bit. But now that's enough of my environmental warrior promotion, and let's go for a deep dive into some rubbish. Okay, let's deep dive. Okay, so what we got here, obviously a lot of fishing nets. Look at this stuff, it's so fine. No wonder stuff gets caught up in this. It's and it's made of nylon. I mean, you can easily rip it apart because it's probably been in the ocean for a while. But just imagine all that just floating all out there in a length, that goes for meters and meters and meters. See, this is the real stuff that's really dangerous. And being made of nylon, it doesn't decompose that well. So yeah, so we got fishing nets. Now that's the start of it. That's just the start of collecting all the rubbish. Okay, the nets will just get all sorts of stuff. So as we zoom into this part here, textiles and sarongs, and actually a lot of flies. They're loving this. It's mainly material, clothing of some sort, and then you get into the plastics. So it's this plastic here, like it's and plastics they decompose, but they take so long to decompose. So if there's anything else in here of interest, I don't know. I'm not going to go digging too much, especially with my bare hands. But this thing is just like a floating time bomb, really. That catches everything. It's a suicide machine, basically, for sea life. And it gets all caught up in this big mess and just floats around and gathers more and more and more and more stuff. And I don't know how buoyant it is, but obviously it's buoyant enough to come in from the ocean onto the beach or get washed in. So yeah, look what we got here. I'm not too sure what that is, but it's piping. Again, just rubbish. Yeah, look, it happens. We're not going to solve this problem, but just want people to be aware that if they do see something like that, just help the locals. Help the locals bring it in, and hopefully authorities will pick this up one day. Anyhow, that's enough of my deep dive. You can see one of the issues I have here in Sri Lanka, but it is a minor thing in a way. It doesn't take away how beautiful this country is, but I just want to keep it this way. I want to keep it this way as long as possible because I've really enjoyed my stay here, and like I said, there's a lot at stake if we don't sort of be conscious of stuff like this and try to improve the environment.